Alright, this is my tutorial on how to access and navigate Device Manager in Windows. So you can see here's my desktop. If you right click Start, you can open up Device Manager right here, and this is what it looks like. So Device Manager is a list of all the hardware or devices that are either inside your computer or connected to your computer. So for example, here's my graphics card. When you press this tab, it opens up a driver. So all of these are drivers that are installed into my computer. Drivers are important because they are a piece of code that tells Windows how to use a certain device. So for example, with a printer, this driver is a piece of software that communicates with Windows on how to send Windows certain pages that need to be printed. Um, so based on this list, all these icons don't have any symbols on it saying that there's an unknown driver or a disabled driver. So next to this icon would either have a yellow exclamation point, which means there's an unknown driver, or a red symbol that says it's disabled. So let's go into one here. This is my graphics card. If you double click, it opens up the Properties tab. So here it says that the device is working properly. You have to be careful with that because sometimes, even though it says it is, it isn't. For example, the name right here has the manufacturer and my specific graphics card, but under my monitor, it says generic PNP monitor. So my monitor doesn't have a specific driver, so it downloads a general one. But if this happened to say it for my graphics card, you can go to the manufacturer's website and download the specific driver for whatever device you're using. So under this tab, the driver tab, gives you some good information. It gives you the driver version, the date that it was downloaded, and the driver provider if you wanted to go to the website and check for new updates. So this is really nice to know because you can go in and check to see the driver, and then you can go to the manufacturer's website and look to see if they have a newer driver available. So you can also click Update Driver here. Again, I've had to use I've had to click this and it says it's up to date, but then I go to the manufacturer's website and there's a newer driver available. So this sometimes doesn't always work. Um, certain drivers you can also roll back. So if you updated the driver and there was an issue, then you could roll back to the last driver that was previously downloaded. So that's nice. Another thing that you can do with this with Device Manager is disable the device. So for example, if you suspect a piece of hardware is the issue, you could disable the device and say the issue goes away. You know that it might be an issue, or it probably is an issue with the drivers of whatever device it is. So, for example, this is my graphics card. Randomly, when I was playing Call of Duty, the frames went down by like 100 frames per second, so I could tell something was wrong. Seemed random, but I went and checked the driver and there's a new driver and I updated it and it went away. So drivers can definitely fix issues. One thing to be aware of though is if everything is working properly, you might not want to update your driver because if you update it, it could cause issues, which is why some drivers give you that rollback feature. So just be careful. You don't always need to update, but if a problem arises, updating the driver might fix it. You can also uninstall a device, which basically uninstalls a driver and the device from the computer. So if you think maybe you got a faulty driver, it downloaded weird or something, you could uninstall it. So you hit uninstall, go through all of that, and then you can hit scan for hardware changes, which it's not going to show up anything, but it'll pop up as a new device, and then you can re-download the driver, and hopefully that could fix the issue. So one thing to know is be smart. So an easy thing, one way you can use Device Manager to troubleshoot is when a problem arises, think of what device may be causing the issue. For example, if you're internet or Wi-Fi is being weird, you can go over here to network adapters. A lot of these are just added Windows ones, but this is my Ethernet and my uh, NIC network interface card. And if you disable this, or maybe you can update it, and that might solve the issue. Or say you have audio problems, you could check these and see if you can download a newer update to the drivers for the audio, and that might fix it. So that's the main thing. This is just Device Manager is a really helpful tool. You can update drivers, roll them back if there's an issue. You can disable devices to see if it fixes the issue. So it's a really helpful tool. So hopefully you learned something. Thank you.